Is this all animal debt?
I'll say probably like 20% of it's animal debt.
Okay, well, that's not enough.
We
So what the fuck is up?
The other thing is going to be, we went on a Colorado trip. We would go on yearly.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. You talked about Colorado, but the fact that you literally cannot even afford to pay your own bills at home. How the fuck are you going to Colorado?
Well, this is when we could afford our bills. So,
are you sure? Because you put it on a credit card and it's not paid off. So I don't know if you could afford it.
So
is that how afford it means? I don't think that's how afford it means.
What we plan to do is, and you're going to yell at us, but what we planned on doing was paying it back with our taxes. But then we found out our job wasn't taking enough taxes out of our paycheck, so we ended up owing our taxes.
You're talking about withholding. Okay.
Well, we were going to put our taxes towards it, and then
you're talking about a return, as in they took too much money. What are you guys talking about?
No, our job wasn't taking enough money, so now we
know enough money. You're expecting your job to take too much money because that's the only reason you'd get money back.
And that's what we thought was happening, but it turns out they weren't taking out enough.
Why'd you even think that?
Because we were putting extra up, but we were exempting. It said exempt instead of extra withholding.
Because even our tax lady was confused about it. We got her to look it over, and it said, how much extra do you want to withhold? But for some reason,
why would you want to withhold extra?
So that
we thought we were giving them
because
extra.
We owe
Why would you want to give them extra?
Because we don't want to pay $3,000 at the end of the year. It's not about a return. It's we owed $3,000 because they weren't withholding enough. Any other job that we've worked at, like we've either not had to pay
this is just an incapable thing. It's like
I've never owed taxes before, so whenever they came back and said that, I was
or get
so
a tax
surprised.
return. The fact is, if you are giving them less in terms of withholdings, you have more money. And if you are budgeting properly, shout out to the simpler budget app that I made, which you guys should f***ing use. Seriously. If you guys are actually budgeting properly and you have more money because you're withholding less, you will put that towards savings. You will have more savings. The tax bill wouldn't be terrifying. And by the way, while you have that savings, it would be accruing interest in like a high yield savings account. The ideal situation is get to withholdings to where you aren't returning any money. You're not owing any money either. That's the ideal situation.